Good evening, Vande Matram, welcome all of you. Here, the topic of discussion for this evening will be on outer discipline. So, we will discuss on discipline. Some sort of discipline is necessary in every field of life, not only in spiritualism but externally in material life also. Some sort of discipline is necessary. Without discipline, the human race at large can never progress. Discipline is necessary, absolutely necessary. There is no doubt of it. So, imposing the discipline is not a wise and ideal condition. Thing is that you have to know the discipline. Example one, I can recite one example I will give. Uh, one it is the it varies from countries to countries, from person to person, from mentality to mentality. Suppose in India, one car is passing on your front, there is a traffic. Suppose this red signal is there but nobody is found, something like your traffic inspector is not found, and normally you can find that the road is almost empty, vacant. There is nobody, so you keep moving without. Now of course the scenario is changed, CCTV camera is there, so fine money, you are cautioned, and you are fined through the CCTV camera information. But normally what happens, if there is nobody, no traffic inspector, even if the red light is that, you can pass, you don't care for the rule and discipline. In China, suppose the same scenario, same type of condition is, you behold before us. Nobody will dare to cross because their country discipline is so hard. You will get vigorous punishment, so you can't go. Suppose you are in Germany, same condition. Red light is there, no traffic inspector, nobody is there, and this entirely you have seen vacant. They won't pass. The reason is that they feel that we have made the rule, and if we have to obey it. If we are disciplined, things will go well, and if we don't obey the discipline, then we are nowhere. So three countries scenario is same, condition is same, but thought process, mentality varies from uh, country to country, person to person, and the scenario to scenario, environment to environment. So discipline is absolutely necessary. What for this is, these rules and regulations are made anyway. We must have the discipline, and so far this discipline is concerned, two type of discipline we find. One is outer discipline, one is inner discipline. Inner discipline, it is actually considered as the best discipline because psychic being, which is the inmost part of the being, it takes all care. So this discipline, everything has to be carried out, everything has to move, everything has to be handled with the psychic direction. So that is what happening. That's what happened. That is inner discipline. For that only you don't have any to make some big exercise, because psychic is the lord, psychic is the master, it is the guide, it is taking care of everything. And so far this outer discipline is concerned, it is ruled by various factors anyway. We'll try to read the mother, divine mother, how outer discipline, actually she is explaining one question on outer discipline. That's what we will try to know. Question was like this. Mother is trying to explain in her own way, but does not some outer discipline help, in ashram? So far this ashram life is concerned, no fixed rules and regulations are there. We are almost spiritual discipline, we are under the spiritual disciplines, we are spiritually controlled, we are leading a spiritual life. So far this ashram life is concerned, you have to get up like this type of discipline, you have to go in line, so your work will be like this, while dealing with others, while dealing with inmates, while dealing with the divine, while meditating, all have got their own process, and the regulations, rules and regulations are there, but nothing is imposed because there itself actually the purpose is to purpose is the free growth of the soul. That is what the purpose. Anyway, the question is put: does not some outer discipline help? That is the question being put to the mother, and the mother tries to explain. If you impose a discipline upon yourself, and if it is not too stupid, it may help you. It is not too stupid. Condition is that not too stupid. It will help you because you impose a discipline. Discipline normally it is imposed, but thing is that if it is not stupid, then it is helpful. The discipline is there, but packed with stupidity. It is very vague term. It is not helpful. So a discipline, I tell you, disciplines, tapasya, all ascetic disciplines are ordinarily practiced. Ordinarily practiced, what sort of discipline, mother course? Number one is discipline, number two is tapasya, and number three, ascetic disciplines. They are ordinarily practiced in the ashram, but these are not stupid. The best means of making you proud, of building up you such a terrific pride that never will be converted. So three things mother quotes here. Initially, mother has quoted that some discipline, if it is imposed, and if it is not stupid, then it is helpful. If, on the contrary, the imposed discipline, if it is packed with stupidity, then it is no way helpful. And mother quotes a discipline, which actually disciplines, tapasyas, and ascetic disciplines are ordinarily practiced in ashram life, ordinarily practiced. It is not imposed, it is practiced because they think, ashramites think it is their own way of living because free growth, freedom, perfection, it is their goal. So they try to learn and practice in life. The best discipline of making you proud, this one, and building you up such a terrific pride that never will you be converted. So it will have to be broken down with hammer strokes. Has to be broken down with hammer strokes because discipline normally it is imposed. So it has got its negativity, and it has to be beaten or broken down with a hammer stroke. And then later we can find something very interesting. The first condition is a healthy humility. First condition, healthy humility, because if something is imposed, then things will go otherwise. And everywhere, wherever you go, this ashram and all, you can find something badly imposed upon you. But here, this discipline, you can find nothing is imposed upon you. Everything is free. Everything has a lot of freedom you can expect in the ashram life. That is what it is given because you should know what is your responsibility. Nobody bothers what you are really doing. Of course, outwardly speaking, these are the things, but thing is that you have been instructed to obey the disciplines which are actually helpful in many ways. Anyway, the first condition is healthy humility. First condition, you know, which makes you realize that unless you are sustained, nourished, helped, enlightened, guided by the divine, you are nothing at all. That's what is a very interesting topic. Nothing has been imposed upon you. You are free. You have to know what really I have to do. You must know what is your duty and what really you want to do. Suppose something is imposed, then naturally your free growth will be handicapped. You will be hindered. Your growth and liberation will come to a very systematic end. So you must healthy humility. The first condition, the first condition is healthy humility. Beautiful term. Sri Aurobindo mother has utilized the term healthy humility. So which means with this healthy humility, what really you are going to gain? You are going to gain a lot. Which makes you realize that unless you are sustained, another course and uses couple of couple of terms. The first condition is healthy humility, which makes you realize that unless you are sustained. Second one is nourished. Then comes the latter term, you realize, helped. Fourth is enlightened. Fifth is guided by the divine. So all these things are healthy humility, which will make you realize that unless you are sustained, second nourished, third helped, fourth enlightened, and finally guided by the divine, you are nothing at all. You are nothing. So the divine is there to help, to guide, to nourish, to help, and to enlighten. So you are to guide. All these things are divine. Unless otherwise you are being sustained, nourished, helped, enlightened, and guided by the divine, you are nothing. So there now, when you have felt that only the divine, that is the beginning, only the divine in between, middle, and only the divine, that is the goal. When you have felt that, not only understood it with your mind, but felt in your very body, then you will begin to be wise, and but not before. Thing is that you must know the purpose of this yoga, the purpose of my taking birth, the purpose of the soul's rebirth, why it is there. And you must know the goal is only divine, the beginning was divine, middle is divine, and finally end goal is divine. And finally, when I am here, five things must be there. So systematically, in a very clear cut manner, you must know the divine is only the objective. Without the divine, I am nothing. Without the divine, I can do nothing. Without the divine, I have no existence. Only with the divine, I can nourish, I can flourish, I can move, I can attain my transformation and perfection. If this scenario and this situation is very much clear in you, then there is a possibility you can move in your in your path. So, five things what Sri Aurobindo quoted. The first condition is healthy humility, which makes you realize that unless you are sustained, second nourished, third helped, fourth is enlightened and guided by the divine. If all this combination of five is not coming to the fore, then you are nothing. And when you felt that, not only understood it but in your mind, but also felt in the very body, this feeling must come throughout the body, and you must think this is the final thing for what we are going, then you will begin to be wise, not before that. So this idea, definitely it must be there. Without this, it is very difficult to make a progress. That is the goal, that is the objective. And this outer discipline for that, not to how to eat and how to work, that is not how to progress, that is not the idea. But thing is that discipline is imposed only to know the divine, to become the divine, to manifest the divine, to be guided, enlightened, and helped by the divine, to be nourished by the divine. So this is the divine, this is the total. With this you can go, with this you can progress, that is what required. And I think it will be better to, on discipline, I'll try to quote couple of messages, two messages, try to know what really and how really it works. To reach the freedom without discipline and development is given to a few. Sometimes you may think of that without discipline, discipline, without discipline, is it possible to make the development? Yes, development is possible, but not for all. Then for what? For whom? It is given to a few. They are disciplined as before. So this discipline, outer discipline, it does not work, because they have been given the special grace or special freedom, or they have been built up in that way. So to reach the freedom without the discipline and the development given to a few, not all. And without character, without some kind of high or strong discipline, there is no enduring power of life. Sometimes somehow you can achieve, but not the final thing you can remember. Without character, without some kind of higher strong discipline, there is no enduring power in life. That you must know. It is a requirement, and you will find and you will get something. Somehow it is necessary, even if it is not imposed upon you. But thing is that you must know there is a least necessity for it. This discipline actually initially, people who have come, they don't have this spiritual development to a large extent. Anyhow, they have got something, they know. But the thing is that after some time they come to being processed, being trained, they gain the stimulated path. But thing is that initially something is necessary. But after one condition, one situation, one stage is reached where discipline is not at all necessary. But initially it has got its use, but the thing it has got its use. But one thing you must know: inner discipline is the best discipline, and outer discipline, so far it is concerned, the thing is that whatever way you go, whatever track you follow, whatever the path you tread, whatever the way you choose, no matter, it does not matter where really you are and how it is going on. But if you are really decided to go in the path, of course the decision, it is not a confusing decision, haphazard decision. But once you have come to the point, you have to do something, you have to know something, you must realize something, then actually that time you can feel this divine is all for you. Only the divine, only the divine, for him you have to do. You must be guided, you must be nourished, you must be helped, you must be trained, you must be realized that the divine is all. Thank you. Vandewataram.